but for the benefit of people, for the benefit of sex workers, I prefer that they have a healthy environment to work in than to have, be their business, have their business run by pimps that take advantage of them, and just overall not have any rights and not have any benefits, not have anyone to run to if they have any problems.
But the question was not to do with looking at the existing situation where there are, say, lots of issues the sex workers are facing. Of course, I'm not even questioning that. I'm saying the reality has been a mess due to other problems, due to not understanding the real issues. So if you believe in God, would you propagate, encourage, support, legislate on views to promote prostitution, make it even legal? That's my question. My question is not like, oh, we've got lots of, to give you an analogy, there are a lot of crimes happening here. You know what? People are, shooting people and killing them. Instead of making them kill, let's give them some guns, which doesn't actually kill them, it injures them. We're looking at the problem that fighting crimes of violence nature is causing to the society. We want to somehow restrict and prevent and regulate it in a way that the damage is less. That's what you're saying, the damage is less. So it's like giving, a serial killer saying, you know what, just kill one a day, That's not a solution. So that's why I'm asking, let's go back to the very root of the problems which we're not addressing. If you believe in God, would you promote such a view?
So you're asking about my view now?
No, not about you.
Oh, you're asking about people that believe in God.
So this solution only comes from, I can see, from a liberal, secular mindset, atheistic mindset, which doesn't believe in God. But look at the world population. Most of the people believe in God.
Okay.
So your solution is proposal for people who don't believe in God, right?
No,
so
listen,
is that what you're saying?
I do believe in God myself. And I know that in the Bible it's not wrong for, it's wrong for, prostitution is basically wrong in the Bible, right? Correct?
If it was right, would you not say God would have legislated something better for the society? If this is, look,
no.
God, do you agree? I'll let you explain your view. But do you agree one point? God doesn't just tell us how to worship Him and that's it in your private bedroom. God gives you guidance for whole of your life's affairs, what you do in the street, how you interact with people, whether you have a sexual urge that needs to be controlled or not.
Okay.
So if you believe in God, then God would have legislated about prostitution if that was an issue, societal issue. It's not something new. Prostitution is not a new thing, is it?
It's not, exactly. It's
right.
been around forever.
So what do you see that God has legislated on this issue or given a guidance on?
Now, I know that God's completely against prostitution. However, what I said was that the people that want to do it, they can do it. People that are against it, they don't have to do it. And now, it's just giving a fair chance to people that want to do it. And I know it's propagating prostitution, you're not with it. People that believe in God will not be with it either. However, people that, atheists and people that do not believe in God, and people that do believe in God but don't follow the whole, controlling your urges thing, if they want to do it, they have the right to do it under legislation, and if it's not hurting anyone else.
Well, that's the same kind of arguments people use for,
If people believe in God, I know they would be against me propagating prostitution, and me trying to legislate prostitution.
Do you go against God's guidance? If God considers something to be wrong, and you're saying it's okay if you do it.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying? So God tells you, gives you guidance that you have to live your life in a different way, where you control your urges and you fulfill your urges through marriage. If you want to get married to more than one person, you might as well go and get married to more than one person. Okay. But do not somehow live like an animal to unleash your sexual desires, for example.
Okay, but that's not going to solve the problem.
Are you saying God isn't aware of your psychology?
Sorry.
Are you saying God doesn't know how He made you?
Listen, all I'm saying is the problem, as you said, the problem's been there forever. Prostitution's been there forever.
Let's understand one thing. If you believe in God, does God know how He created you with what sort of psychological physiological makeup, what are your
What
needs
if I tell you I
are.
don't believe in God?
Right. So do you believe in
So,
God or not?
I do not.
Right. So if you don't believe in God, that's what I'm saying. This proposal is for the atheists. So the solution is from coming from secular, liberal, atheistic perspective, which will always be this kind of solutions. And eventually, one day you'll say, you know what? If your mother, if your wife, if your daughter wants to work as a sex worker, you'll say there's no problem with that as long as there's no harm involved, isn't it? Because you would not be able to draw a line. If your mother wants to sleep with you, for example, you'll say, what's wrong with that? You know, as long as there's no harm involved. Harm
But
means what?
there's harm there.
What kind of harm?
Incest. There's a lot of harm in incest.
Hang on. If you don't produce any babies, what's the harm?
Well, as I said, the people that want to do it, that's different. They want to do it, whatever.
Just bring it into your perspective. If you have a family member within your family.
Okay, if there's no babies being produced, there's no harm in it.
Right. So where do you draw the line then? So you're saying this liberal thinking, secular liberal thinking is to unleash your sexual urges. You might have sex with anything, with a, with a cat, with a rat, or I don't know. People do that, right? So you're saying this is the solution to a problem? That's not a solution.
Well, it's at least better than what's going on right now.
No. It's not what's better. It's look.
Not illegal prostitution. Sorry. Let's example, pop-up brothels, right? People rent Airbnb a house for 1 or 2 days, go there, do something that's illegal.
Why are there brothels in the first place?
Sorry?
Why do you need brothels?
Well, because what's happening right now is that, for example, sex workers have to work by themselves.
No. Why do we need?
I'm trying to tell you.
Sex workers, yeah.
Because some people want to do it, and they have the right to do it.
Slow down. Let's look at the root cause. So some people have sexual urges.
Yes, sexual
urges.
urges.
So do they not have means to get married?
They do. But
right.
Maybe some people don't want to get married.
Okay.
And that's their choice.
So the choice is not that you can't have a partner in marriage, but they're saying they don't want to get married for some other reasons.
Okay.
Right? So the problem is not that we need brothels. The problem is something else. Why don't you want to get married?
Maybe a person just doesn't want to.
Yeah. Why don't you want to?
Maybe a person doesn't want to get involved with someone. Maybe they have trust issues. Maybe they don't want to build a family.
So you need to solve those problems. So if some people feel they're not confident enough to have a relationship with responsibility, because that's what it is. Marriage is about responsibility. You have a contract with another individual where you have this understanding and trust that you will say, look, I'll look after you, we'll care for each other, support each other, love each other.
And there's so many people that run into relationships and marriages, and that's why the divorce rates are high.
Let's slow down. So if you have people who don't want to get married, maybe because we're not raising them with this understanding where they can feel confident in this relationship. Or it could be that they're actually raised up in a way they can think like you can have sex with anyone.
No, you're saying that I have a very atheist way of thinking, but you also have a very religious way of thinking, that you're saying that people have to get married even if they don't want to, just release the sexual urges.
So you want to treat yourself like an animal, right?
No, I never said that. You're the one that brought the cats in. I was just trying to legalize something that.
When I say marriage has been an institution for a very, very long time.
Okay.
And if you look at all the religions,
people, it's the same way.
So basically, you want to not get involved in a marriage, and you want to have sexual relationships. That's what you're saying.
Okay.
And the reason why you don't want to get involved in a marriage, which is a contract to support, love each other, look after each other, is because of what? What's the concern that, I don't want to get married to someone because if I did, then I won't be able to what?